morning, Arizona. We have seen how people and companies have really gotten creative during these times, especially when businesses have had to change things up just to stay in business.
Oh, isn't that the truth? And that was the case for one youth sports organization. They had to hang up the sports equipment, at least for now. But as Kim shows us, they are serving up something completely different. Hey, Kimmy.
Good morning to you guys. Well, as the saying goes, when life hands you lemons, make lemonade. And in this case, we're making pizza. Joining me this morning is Aaron and Cody with Dough Riders. You two were involved in a business together, and the pandemic hit you hard. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so for the last 7 years, I've been operating I9 Sports, which is a youth sports league, kids ages 3 to 14 in the valley here. In March, COVID hit, and then all of a sudden, all sources of income for my family were shut down. Cody was actually my lead, or still is my lead soccer instructor, and so I knew he had a background in pizza. And when this thing happened, starting to figure out I need to do something across in our community on the other side of the park. There was a pizza truck out there. I went out one day and we started talking to the owner, and I liked what he had to say. He said he was doing really good during the COVID, and so that night we brought him some pizzas, talked to my wife over it, and I thought, you know, why don't we just start our own pizza company? And that's what we did.
And so you had never been in the restaurant industry before, right?
Yeah, I mean, I waited tables, you know, early on, but yeah, never anything like this. But I knew Cody had a background in pizza. He has a lineage in New York. His godfather had a pizzeria, so I knew he was the perfect man to team up with.
So you went out and you bought this wood-fired pizza oven. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I was looking for something right away to get going because I needed some income, and there happened to be a company in Denver that makes these brand new called Fire Within. And so when I found out it was going to take a couple months to get it built, I started looking around on the internet for more options, and luckily there was a guy selling it out in Mesa who had the business before, and he had sold it to a company or a couple in British Columbia that couldn't come down and pick it up because of COVID. So it was a perfect opportunity for us to purchase that unit, and 2 weeks later we had it in front of our house starting to do R&D on some pizzas.
Sounds like it was fate. Okay, so tell me about the creations you've come up with.
Yeah, so these are Cody's masterpieces. Here we have our margarita pizza, which is buffalo mozzarella, fresh basil, olive oil. We have our Jimmy pesto here, followed by our classic cheese pizza. And this is over here, our newest addition that we've been doing at farmers markets in the morning. This is our breakfast pizza over here.
Okay, so the idea of your business is that you like to cater to corporate events of all shapes, sizes, etc.?
Yeah, absolutely. So pretty much, you know, we've been servicing communities around because people can't really go out to eat or haven't been comfortable going out to eat, so we've been bringing the pizzas to them. So starting, our first event was July 4th here at Sky Crossing where I live. You know, servicing the communities. We're out in Queen Creek and Gilbert, different neighborhoods around the valley. We've also teamed up with a bunch of the local breweries that need to have a food source in order for them to operate on their licenses. So we've been working with a bunch of the breweries in the valley, and then meeting new people, doing private events, corporate functions, etc.
All right, so they're also giving back to the community. They're taking donations for Movember. They are raising money for cancer awareness, cancer efforts. No Shave Movember. Let me see if I can get this off right here. It's a little, if you would like to find out more about Dough Riders, you can find them on Instagram. You can find them on Facebook. Dough Riders Pizza, guys. Take a little bite. Thank you. I'll send it back to you.
That's an incredible pivot from kids sports leagues to making pizzas. Good for him.